All right. Good evening, everyone. Oh my god, I look very big. Hold on. Hold on. Okay. Let me re let me re-in my camera. Okay. I think this should be good. I don't know why I keep looking to the left. Maybe it's because my name. But anyways, good evening, everyone. It has been 5,000 years. I have not played or streamed in a long while, and for that I apologize. I am currently whispering because it's 9:30 p.m. I'm actually supposed to be asleep in half an hour, but I also actually have the flu. But tonight I decided that I should so this developer has actually reached out to me to try out their game in quite a while. I think it was during the I forget if it was during or before the Hungry Ghost Festival, but so the game, oh my god, I have to put the sentence as well. So the gaming developer Mushroom, if you don't remember, this is the same game developer where we played their previous game in my previous stream, Death and Theology. So they specialize in visual novels, but if Death and Theology is more mystery, this is more like isekai, traditional Japanese themed. Also, hi Faik, hi Kevin. I am not feeling. I actually have the flu right now. I'm fighting the flu, so if I sound weird or nasally, that's mostly why. But um, I actually have been looking forward to streaming this, but I've been planning this since last weekend, but because I have a lot of things going on, I haven't been able to get to it, and now I can finally get to it. So the demo is 1 to 2 hours. They told me. I always ask how long the demos are because I don't want to jump into a game and I'm fully immersed, and it turns out to be like 5 hours because I've had that kind of incident before. So they did tell me it was 1 to 2 hours. Knowing me, I'll probably play it like two or more hours, depending on how fast I'm going to read everything, or depending on my little brain. But basically, I am the girl in red, so we already have a set appearance. I am the girl in red. That is me. I am a sexy wolf, sexy fox, spirit. But this takes place basically in an onsen. I've actually seen the progress of this game around a lot. Oh, so sorry, there's no music. That's because I haven't clicked on it. Okay, now you can hear the music, I think. If it's too small, please tell me. If it's too big, please tell me, because I cannot measure it right now. It's really loud on my headset. But basically, I don't think you guys can hear it that well, actually. Let me make it bigger. Okay, I think you can hear it now. So basically, Mushroom reached out to me to try out this demo because this is the one they're currently showcasing for their visual novel week, and I'm looking forward to it. I don't know how and why, but I suddenly got the brand. I got branded as like the visual novel girl because this is not the first visual novel we'll be going through this week. But yeah, so I'm gonna jump into this. I'll give you guys my honest review about it. Again, if you guys want to try it out, I did put the link for the demo for this demo in the description below. And I believe for the options I pick here, they don't affect what happens in the demo, but it does affect like in the actual game. So we're just gonna have a little feel for the world in this demo. So let's jump right in. And more, okay. I believe the main setting takes place in an onset. I remember seeing the tiger dude and I was like, dude, he's so hot. And they reached out to me, so I was really, really happy. Okay, so I don't know if I don't remember if they had set names. So I'm gonna assume Akine is our name. Well, this is it, isn't it? I press my palm against the counter, feeling every imperfection worn smooth by years of care. Every step in these halls, every creak in the floorboards, I've memorized them all. I think it's a little too big actually, okay. After tonight, none of it will belong to me anymore. Strange. I thought I'd feel sadder. I've spent a lifetime here and now I'm too old to take care of it. A ryokan, traditional Japanese inn without its keeper, is just an empty house waiting to be forgotten. How many times have I cleaned these counters, mopped these floors, greeting guests who came and went like fleeting whispers? I wondered if I would ever find someone to walk these halls with me, not just pass through them. Someone who would wake up beside me every morning. But no one stayed. No one made an impression. Oh. I made my way toward the onsen, or the hot spring, my knees protesting with every step. I should have let myself enjoy my life more. A persistent thought haunted me, refusing to fade away even the quiet moments after the guests had departed. Did I live well? I spent my youth building this place, holding on to it with everything I had, and in the end, there's no one left to hold on to me. So, that's the real regret. Well, it's too late to dwell on now. I brace a hand against the wall as I push myself upright. My back cracks, but I force myself to stand with a groan, but my foot slips. There's a moment of weightlessness, followed by a sharp crack as the back of my head meets the stone. Oh damn, did I die? Then, cold. Girl, could you not have died in a more dignified way? Water rushes over me, pulling at my limbs. My fingers grasp for an anchor, but meet only emptiness. As the world blurs and my vision tilts, I catch a glimpse of steam swirling above, rising into a night sky that feels infinite and dark. Perhaps in another life. Oh, so this is how we're going to turn into the sexy fox lady. I'm assuming. Noise. Okay, hold on. Also, tell me if the music, if you can't hear the music that well, because it doesn't feel like it's detected in my game, but it could be there, but it's like very, very small. Oh, hey, that's me. Oh, okay. Anyway, my head feels like someone's hosting a drum circle in there. I inhale, hoping to be greeted by the cozy scents of aged wood and warm sake, but instead, what is that smell? Salt, fragrant smoke, and sweet aroma of osmanthus? Osmanthus wine is the same as I remember. Instead of my dimly lit ryokan room, I see red. A bridge covered in mist. This isn't my ryokan. A sharp chill sinks into my spine. I died, didn't I? The Red Bridge of Souls. I've heard the stories. A place between, a crossing for lost souls. And here I am, on a bridge between a life already lived and whatever comes next. But why does everything sound so loud? I can hear whispers, low murmurs, the occasional laughter. Seriously, my ears are starting to ache. Wait, ears? A creeping suspicion settles in. I lift my hands. Those aren't my hands, are they? My fingers are slender, smooth, sharp nails, sharper than I remember. Claws? My breath catches. I stare at my arms, my legs. No more wrinkles, no more gnarled knuckles, no more aching bones. Instead, I am youthful, glowing, radiant. Oh my! My jaw drops. I pat down my arms, firm. I press his hand to my stomach, flat. Damn, I wish that was me. I trail higher. No way! My hands fly to my chest. They're perky? Oh my god, that's me. By the spirits above, I have breasts again. Perky, full, no sag, no back pain. This is a miracle. These are the breasts of a woman in her prime, not a retired ryokan owner who needed at least 2 layers of fabric and a prayer to hold them up before. But before I can fully appreciate this cruel miracle, something moves behind me. No, I turn my head slowly. A tail. A red fur tail sways behind me, wagging. Oh. My hands tremble even more, trying to make sense of everything. My skin, my tail, my lack of... Oh. I'm naked. I'm as bare as the day I was born, but with the tail, claws, and apparently some kind of breast enhancement. Oh no. A breeze rolls across the bridge. My entire, very exposed, freshly revived, no one was supposed to see this body prickles. Stay calm, stay dignified. But of course, there's no dignity left to be had. I crouch down, wrapping my arms around my knees and curling my tail around myself like I'm creating a makeshift modesty shield. Damn, I'm naked all around, dude. But I'm not alone. I hear footsteps. No, more like claw steps, followed by rustling robes, and then something that sounds suspiciously like skittering. I do not turn to look. Absolutely not. I am not entertaining whatever fresh horror that was. That's me. Fuck. A shadow looms behind me. A robed figure glides past, does a double take, then slowly backs away. Another one, sporting a long serpentine tail, grins at me, showing a mouthful of sharp teeth. I pretend I didn't see it. That's me whenever I have like ghost encounters. Okay. Breathe. Red bridge, spirits, the rules of death. Then I'm surrounded by spirits, possibly man-eating spirits. I will not be making eye contact with anything that looks like it might eat me. Deep breath. Focus. I've handled rowdy nobles, drunken guests, and several matchmaking attempts. I can handle this. Alright, first things first, quotes, and then I figure out what in the world just happened to me. I push myself up, careful and composed, and new arrival, huh? Cute tail. Followed by a burst of laughter. Oh, I'd rather die again. Alright, steady. My fingers twitch and my instincts whisper. Lower yourself. Move gracefully. Prowl. Graceful, delicate. Okay. Oh, but no, my dear. I am a lady of refinement. Is she an innkeeper? I think she used to be an innkeeper, like an old grandma innkeeper. And then she got Isekai'd, basically. She got like reborn as this fox spirit. Like a younger fox spirit. I spent my life walking with dignity, grace, and a fair amount of back pain. I do not prowl. Come on now, old girl. You've handled worse than this. I seal myself. Back straight, chin up. Oh no, too fast. Suddenly gravity remembers I exist. The bridge vanishes. The lanterns blur. The night air rushes past me like betrayal. Not this again. Water. Again. But this time it feels different. I seem to be breathing underwater. An improvement from earlier, but also an insult. Did I already drown today? I feel like I should get a free pass on the second one. But before I could stay here out of sheer stubbornness, the water stirs. A hand grabs me with a firm grip that says, "Stop embarrassing yourself and get out my river." Before I can properly swoon at the sheer commanding nature of it, I'm pulled upward. My head breaks and the surface, and finally, I see him. Oh my. What do you mean, oh my? I say as I open this. Will it be an innkeeper? Isekai'd as an innkeeper? I think it's going to be an innkeeper. Isekai'd as an innkeeper. Like my job isn't bad enough. Okay. Now I've seen many men in my life. Strong men, handsome men, men who paid extra for the private onsen package. But this one? He's something else entirely. Hello, sir. Oh my god. Hold on, I'm eating like soft biscuit right now. I almost choked, dude. White hair slicked against sharp sculptured features. Mask covering a okay. Mask covering a tall, broad figure clad in heavy robes, looking every bit like an ancient spirit who has been reluctantly saddled with bodyguard duty. Bro, his breath is steady, but I can see the exhaustion in his hands. He looks like an old war banner, torn, faded, but still standing out of sheer spite. Which is still terribly attractive, by the way. And then I feel warmth. Okay. His outer... Okay, pull yourself together, Almond. We cannot be seen as weak here. His outer kimono draped over my shoulders, his hand lingering just long enough to ensure it stays. Okay. My. It's been quite some time since I was last embraced by a handsome young man. And with such grave solemnity, too. You alright? Thank you. Tell him he looks dashing. Thank you. I want to be normal. I want to be normal, okay? I'm fine, thank you. How fortunate that you were here. Loki. I place a hand over my chest. He watches me, unreadable behind his mask, before nodding slightly. Can you walk? More than I ever have before, actually. He slowly extends his hand. Come, I will help you cross. Well, since you're insisting. I take his hand. This man's grip is steady, warm, with a quiet kind of carefulness. Don't mind the lady on the right corner, sir. Don't mind me at all. And together we walk. This is a dream, isn't it? Does it feel like one? Honestly, for me, yeah, this feels like a dream, dude. You have no idea about the shit that I have to go through sometimes. I hum, observing him as if he was an interesting specimen. Well, I could tell he's beautifully exhausted beneath that mask. I don't know. You're rather intriguing for a dream. His grip on my wrist tightens slightly. Ah, that got a reaction. Because it is not a dream. Oh, I'm really happy that it's not, though. I'm not gonna lie. Oh? I was hoping this was the part where you swept me off my feet and declared yourself my spirit husband. I wish, man. He huffs, clearly regretting pulling me out of the water. You are hot, my good sir. I'm not gonna lie to myself. You are a yokai now. Am I your special yokai? Gumas. The words hit me like a ladle of cold miso down the back. Ooh, ladle of cold miso. I love miso though. I love miso soup. I thought as much, but hearing it said out aloud. Ah. So this is real then. Well, Akine, you got two choices. Fall into an existential crisis or flirt your way through it. How scandalous. How odd. Scandalous. I blink up at him, pretending to be all innocent. Oh my, how scandalous. Am I a pretty one? Am I a pretty girl? No, ugly girls get it for free. If you know where that reference is, then I'll give you a veteran sticker. You are an OOKAMI, great wolf deity. You're not answering my question, dear. I noticed his shoulder sets up a bit. His fingers flex like he's deciding between folding his arms or saying something. I grin. My tail swishes behind me, matching my glee. He lets out a tiny grunt and turns his head like that'll end this conversation. We should keep moving. Oh, he is fun. Oh, he's cute. He's cute. I like the way he reacts. Hold on, I'm chewing. Also, like, knowing that we're like a little grandma makes it like all the more cuter. Oh my god, I ended up dropping that bottle anyway, dumbass. Is it all the more cuter? I don't know, he's just really cute to tease. Alright, so it's true then. I died with unfinished business and came back all supernatural. Humans do not become yokai without cause. Let me guess. Strong emotions, right? The classic cocktail all in one: desire, longing, and a splash of regret. They always say intense feelings linger after death, and I was practically soaked in it. You understand then. I curled my fingers into the fabric of the kimono around me, grounding myself. It's real. Heavy. Like the weight of everything I couldn't let go. I didn't want to die alone. That was my final thought. Oh, is that why he's here? For a moment, only the river answers me. It was powerful enough. Ah, well, all that yearning, and I end up in a damn kimono with a masked stranger and amazingly good shoulders. So, this is what becomes a woman who want too much, or simply enough to refuse fading quietly. Not a denial nor an answer either, but close enough. I spent my entire life running a ryokan, only to die and become a yokai. Some might call that a bit on the nose. Oh well, alright then. What now? You decide that. A remarkably casual response for something that should be an important revelation. As simple as that? Yes. After all, even as a yokai, it's still your life. Ah, so it comes with free will. Excellent. I was hoping this would be one of those ominous bound to an ancient curse situations. There's the faintest smirk tugging at the corner of his mouth. I do like a little bit of the fourth wall breaking in this game. Disappointed? Devastated. I looked past him at the mist-covered bridge ahead. And where exactly were you heading before I made my graceful descent into the river? Home? Home, And where might that be? There. He lifts his chin slightly, and as if on cue, the mist moves to reveal a structure at the end of the bridge. Oh! Is that the ryokan? This does kind of remind me of Spirited Away. Like, because it also takes place in a bathhouse setting. I've always wanted to go to like the Spirited Away bathhouse just to like feel like I remember there's this one scene with all the ducks splashing into like the bath house. I always wanted to try that, you know. Is that a ryokan? Damn it, I died with my job and now I have to do my job again. Yes, a ryokan in the spirit world. Indeed. And you live there? Yes. I love his efficiency in words. I cross my arms, sizing him up. He's unreadable as ever, but something about his tone is humoring me. With rooms? Yes. And is one of those rooms just so happens to be empty? He shifts ever so slightly, realizing that he has walked straight into whatever trap I have set. Perhaps? Oh dear, very fortunate for me. His arms cross over his chest, and for a second, I swear he's fighting back this urge to smirk. And you intend to claim it just like that? Well, I did just die and come back as a yokai. I feel like that entitles me to at least one complimentary perk. One? As for now. I tap my chin pretending to think. Tell you what, I'll earn it. Let me help out at your inn. Sweep a few hallways, clean the guest rooms, and look breathtaking while doing it. It'll be a fair trade. There's a bit of silence then. I have made a mistake. Wonderful! I'll take it. A long, slow exhale escapes him, and for a moment, I think he might just walk back into the river to escape this. Instead, without another word, he simply turns on his heels and continues walking. I follow him with a grin on my face. The ryokan looms ahead, and I can see the wooden panels softened by time and lanterns hanging limp from the eaves. You know, I actually have a lantern in my own house. There is basically the patokan. It's basically like it's basically the highlight of my house. So if any Uber drivers or whatever want to deliver stuff, that's basically the highlight. Like you find the house with the lantern, and it grew old, and we had to take it off for a bit. And then everybody couldn't find it because, you know, there was no lantern about, and we had to put out a new lantern. The ryokan looms ahead, and I see the wooden panels softened by the times the lantern hanging over the eaves. Okay, it isn't in ruin, but it looks like it wouldn't mind the excuse to be. This is not quite what I pictured. Not exactly, welcome, weary traveler, enjoy your stay, isn't? No. I give him a sidelong glance. He says nothing, but his pace is steady. This isn't how it used to be, is it? It was. And I need a little deflection, but I've lived long enough to recognize it. Ah, I see. So you expect me to believe this place was always this charming? Wait, hold on. I need to save. Okay, just in case. I can practically hear the unspoken sigh before it leaves him. You're not going to let this go, are you? Not a chance. Wait, is that amusement I detect? And then at last we step inside. I'm not gonna lie, I do like the main character's personality, mostly because it aligns with me. So it's a lot easier for me to read. And then at last we step inside. Oh. Not the good kind of oh, more like the oh dear, what have I stumbled into? When you open a drawer and find an ancient bento that could double as an exorcism result. It's worse than I thought. Okay, we can't be that rude, come on. Maybe he hasn't taken care of it in years. A ryokan should be warm and inviting, but this place feels like it's waiting for someone to tell it it's over. This is a disaster. Yes. Wow, just like that? No attempt to sugarcoat it? Would you believe me if I tried? Fair point. What happened here? I lost the power to run it. You say that like you misplaced it under a cushion. Would have been easier if I had. Oh? Interesting. And how long has it been like this? Very long. That at least I believe. I should just walk away. This is not my problem nor my responsibility. But still, I know this feeling. I've lived this feeling. I know what this is like. You're far too tired of keeping this place, but you know it'll die with you if you don't hold it together. His hands are unmoving, but his shoulders tremble, betraying him. Looks like I hit a nerve. Have you changed your mind then? About staying here? He's so hot. I haven't even seen his eyes. And I know he's beautiful, dude. I blink. That wasn't what I planned to say, but looking at this place, I can't see an inn like this and walk away. That one still has bones strong enough to stand. No, I haven't changed my mind. I'm not just going to help out. I'm going to help you revitalize it. Oh my god, please help me. I don't know if they do have a time management or a hotel management like mini game here. I would love for this game to have a hotel management or something. I love hotel management games, dude. Or any management games. I've been playing Diner Dash, I played Wedding Dash, I played Flight Simu. I forgot what it's called, like something like Flight Dash. I love like management simulators. Because deep down, even after death, I'm still an okami. This is a visual novel though, so I'm guessing there isn't one. But who knows? Still, someone who believes in an end like this deserves life. Help? Yes. Surely you haven't been left to your own devices for so long that you've forgotten what that means. I'm aware of the concept. But I don't need it. Oh, I'm sure you don't. But that doesn't mean you should turn it down. People offer help, then they leave midway, or make it worse. So don't think of it as help then. Think of it as professional meddling. Persistent. And you're stubborn. He exhales slowly, as though embracing himself. And what do you gain from this? A place to stay, obviously. You want to stay with me. Even though you just went, my fucking dude, you are hot. If I had the option to stay, like, I'm not gonna, there's no other place where I'm gonna stay with a hot tiger man, one, or with a person in general, two. So this is like my best option right now. He sounds more abused than betrayed. Yes, well, technically I just died, so I think I'm entitled to make a few impulsive decisions. Besides, it's either your creepy ryokan or wandering around until something with detachable jaws decides I look crunchy. And my gut says you're not the type to take advantage of a woman. I tilt my head slightly, watching for a twitch or any sign of protesting. Nothing, just calm, tired silence. He's like, this girl be a Gen Zer, dude. I need to like process what the heck I'm dealing with. Besides, you need help and I need purpose. Let's not complicate a mutually beneficial arrangement. And you assume you can do better in keeping this place than me? I know I can do better. His ears perk up as if I've genuinely surprised him. You claim experience then? My good dude, did you not read my resume before you picked me up? I literally lived my entire life until I died as a little elderly lady running a ryokan. Dear, I used to walk barefoot through corridors, balancing ledgers, calming guests and yelling at staff, all before breakfast. I let the silence hang, watching him piece it together. You were an okami in your past life. Close, close. Not an okami, but you're close. Oh wait, is it okami? Oh wait, yeah, I forgot. This was like a pun. So okami means fox deity, and okami means like the person running a ryokan. Ah, so you do listen. A dangerous skill, I know. Then tell me, Okami-sama, what would you do to improve in? For starters, get rid of the cobwebs before they start charging rent. There's dust on every surface. The lanterns are so dim, I thought we were holding an exorcism. You know what? Actually, that's kind of true. I also thought that we were holding an exorcism. And I'm pretty sure I felt something evil was springing that cupboard. I motioned toward the dust-covered reception table next. This looks alarmingly shoddy. Guests should feel welcome, not like they're auditioning for a background role in a ghost story. I glanced towards the empty seating area, where the chairs look rather dusty and unkept. My ears lowered instinctively. The sight tugs at a quiet ache in my chest. This place was meant to be lively, and now it just sags. Like my boobs. Back in my ryokan? Oh, what a time that was. Is that us? Is that us as like in the old lady? The lanterns always glowed warmly. The sake never stopped flowing. And I knew the name of every guest who ever dared to flirt with me. I may have been alone behind the curtains, but the halls never were. Laughter, footsteps, whispers in the night, sometimes scandalous, sometimes not. It was a home, noisy and beautiful and alive. While this is a shrine to silence. This whole place is a tragedy. And you believe you can fix this? I know I can fix this. Arrogant. If you're as skilled as you claim. Yes, but you're welcome to test me. He studies me for a long moment, and I catch the precise moment he realizes he's going to lose his argument. Fine, but don't blame me when you fail. Ah, there's the answer I was hoping for. You will work here then. Naturally, and you will follow my rules. Define follow. The man just turns on his heel, expecting me to follow. This is going to be entertaining. Well then, now that you've sort of accepted my offer, I suppose I should at least know who my boss is. Shimon. Oh my god, Shimon. You're so hot. I know, I can't get my inner thoughts said out loud. And who exactly are you, Shimon? I am one of the 4 mythical beasts. He answers with the casual indifference of someone commenting on the weather. I beg your pardon? The azure dragon, the vermilion bird, the white tiger, and the black tortoise. So he's probably the white tiger. I wonder if we're gonna read the meet the rest. And I wonder if that if they're also additional roots or they just happen to be like additional characters in the story. I am the white tiger. Wow. As in the white tiger? The very same. Slowly, I let my gaze travel up and down, actually looking at him. This frail, wilting daikon radish of a man is the legendary Byako? Ah. He watches me with quiet amusement. This man definitely knows what I'm thinking. And how, pray tell, does one of the 4 mythical beasts end up like this? That is not important. I think it's very important, actually. Lord Job, you're free to think so. I exhale sharply through my nose. Fine, I'll let it go for now. Fine, let's start over. Then, I am Akine, former Okami of Ryokan Tsukikage in the human world. Suki is moon, Kage is shadow, so moon shadow or shadow moon. I ran my ryokan for decades. I know how to handle guests, manage staff, and maintain order. Do you now? A challenge. Oh, delightful. Dear, I once managed a summer festival, 3 weddings, and a pipe burst all in one day while wearing a kimono with a busted hem. I practically breathe hospitality. I kept that place running on time, under budget, and with guests so happy they left gifts. Shimon doesn't answer before shaking his head sarcastically. Bold words for a wolf who drowned in the river. Hey, that's not my fault. I didn't even drown in a river. I drowned in my own ryokan, which I think is all the more embarrassing. So if you're gonna claim that I drowned in the river, I'm going to accept it anyway. I was not the one who was fished out like a wet, shivering pup. I was just testing the current. How fortunate then that I arrived before your test reached its conclusion. Fine, you won this round. Welcome then to your new home. Well then, boss, shouldn't you be showing me around? Surely you have some idea of what I'm supposed to be doing. Perhaps. He moves with the grace of someone who refuses to acknowledge his own exhaustion. Naturally, I match his pace. If I wanted, I could glide ahead effortlessly. There's something entertaining on watching him pretend he's not running on sheer willpower alone. We're just gonna pretend like, oh, everything is fine and dandy. He's kind of cute in a way. I really like the male lead for this one. At least if this is the only male lead that we'll have. I don't know if we'll have any others. Just as I'm considering how long he'll keep up the act, I catch my sight in the reflection in a dusty mirror. Right. I'm still wearing his robe. Oh, I don't think I'm gonna return it, dude. I think I'm gonna like keep it all to myself. I don't really care. I do not care. That is my innie now. Woohoo! It's scandalously slipping off one's shoulder, draping around me in a way that could either be elegant or suggestive, depending on the lighting. That's kind of sexy, not gonna lie. My, and here I am strolling through your home in nothing but your clothing. What would the spirits say? Shimon stops mid-step and turns to me. You require proper clothing. Do I? I think this look has a certain charm, a bit daring. Quite refined, actually. Stay here. He's probably blushing, bro. Such a commanding tone. Oh my god. Dude, she's like really into him, like horny wise. You know what? Me too, girl. I understand. He doesn't dignify me with a response. Rude, and disappears down the hall, leaving me alone. I take the opportunity to glance around. What was this place like before, when it was alive? And why does he seem so reluctant to talk about it? Before I can dig too deeply into my own curiosity, Shimon returns, carrying a neatly folded kimono. Is he carrying that? I can't tell. The moment my fingers brush against the fabric, I notice something immediately. It's well kept. There is a faint lingering scent. Soft, floral, and distinctly not his. A woman's scent. Whose kimono is this? I don't know if I want to ask him, so I'll just thank you for now. Thank you. I don't want to be a little too kepo, you know? I say gently, accepting the kimono with both hands. The teasing lilt in my voice fades. Just a touch. I could ask. I want to ask. The scent clings like memory. Someone cared for this or was cared for. But we only just met, haven't we? Exactly. Like I feel like it'll be a little awkward if I ask like now. But perhaps some stories aren't meant to be touched with curious fingers right away. The fabric brushes against my skin, and nostalgia washes over me. I wore a kimono like this once, long ago, on the night my heart first cracked open. He said he couldn't stay, said the inn was too quiet in the winter. Oh damn, that's so sad. Fuck that guy, man. And yet he had no trouble keeping warm in someone else. Oh, that bitch! What the hell? Oh, that bastard. And yet he had no trouble keeping warm in someone else's arms the following spring. I remember watching his back as he walked away, snow in my sleeves, sake in my blood, and pride in my spine. I smiled, waved, bowed like a good hostess, and cried into the dishwasher after midnight. No, he's a bitch, girl. You deserve better. He's a dumb, outright bastard. Shimon would never do that to you. Shimon would never do that to you. That's why we gotta meet with Shimon, dude. Ah, youth. So dramatic, so hydrated. But it's long past now. I'll take good care of it. He doesn't answer, but the brief flicker in his gaze tells me he heard me. Change, quickly. There's still so much to see. I decide not to push further. Not now. Okay. This hallway leads to the guest rooms, okay. How many are there? More than enough, but they're unused. Don't worry, boss. I have plenty of ideas to bring life back to this place. Oh, she changed her hairstyle now. I will reserve judgment. He strides ahead before I can retort. Oh, I love this look. It's so cute. I love this especially. There's something familiar in this. Not the walls, but the rhythm. Walking the halls, checking rooms, holding it all together. I did this for decades. I watched him just ahead, shoulders heavy in that way I remember too well. Was he always this quiet? Or did the ryokan take his voice like it tried to take mine? This isn't one of the guest rooms. Oh? He sliced the shoji door open with a smooth motion, revealing the room inside. Well, this one's not completely hopeless. What a relief. I was worried. His voice is as dry as the air in here, but I catch the subtle amused tone. Still, I wouldn't call it inviting. Feels more like the kind of room you give to a guest when you don't actually want them to stay. I swish my tail, stepping further inside. A little warmth, a little charm, and this place could be something special. I simply cannot wait. Oh, his smile. Oh, it's melting my heart. Alright, first order of business. Who's cleaning all this? That would be you. My dear, you really think I'd fall for that? You're the Okami now. Yes, and a proper Okami delegates. Speaking of, where are all the staffs? Surely you weren't running this place alone. I mean, didn't he just say he was running this alone? No, there were others. Were? A soldier spirit who cooked, a broom that never stopped sweeping, a lazy river dweller who barely did anything unless bribed. When my strength faded, they withdrew. Yokai bound to a place need energy. Wait. Yokai bound to a place need energy to remain. Without it, they slumber or disappear. So they've been asleep this whole time? Perhaps. Or waiting. I can no longer tell the difference. He says it like it doesn't hurt, but something in his voice tells me it does. Oh, his weight shifts. Something's off. Oh, why does he look so hot? Boss? His posture wavers. His balance falters, and before I knew it, he collapses. Shimon! I move without thinking, catching him before he fully crumples to the floor. Oh my god, not my hottie dying. He's lighter than I expected. Surprisingly so. For someone built like a tragic mountain god, I thought I'd need divine intervention. Or at least a sturdy wheelbarrow. Well now, look who still has upper body strength. You overdid it, didn't you? Silence. I sigh, pressing my fingers lightly to his wrist, checking the pulse beneath his skin. Wait, do yokais even have a pulse? I'm alive. I smooth a stray of lock of white hair away from his mask, brushing it carefully behind his ear. You really don't take care of yourself, huh? It looks like he might respond, but in the end, he doesn't. Lucky for you, dear. You've just hired the best Okami there is. He groans softly. I take that as acceptance. Now, where is your room? Unnecessary. Ah, so he's one of those, the quiet, brooding types who wear their past like a second mask and dare you to ask what's underneath. Let me guess. You think you can sleep anywhere, don't you? Yes. No, absolutely not. If I let you, you'll curl up in some drafty hallway and waste away in your sleep. A proper ryokan master must have a proper room. He exhales aggressively. The nerve. Look, you can fight me over this, or you can just tell me where it is and I'll let you sleep in peace. Your choice. End of the hall. Alright, boss, up we go. Oh, it's so neat. Shimon's room is unsurprising. It's organized, spotless even, but it is also the most lifeless space that I've ever stepped into. This is the room of a man who has decided to live his life as an aesthetic exercise in suffering. I shift my grip again. I don't want to take off his mask. I don't want to be rude, you know. There's a reason why he's wearing a mask, so let's help change his clothes. Shimon is drenched in sweat. Ooh. Well, he must smell good. Like musky. Without thinking, I reached for the collar of his robe, loosening the fabric slightly to help him breathe. My fingers brush against the warm skin of his chest. It's searing. His skin radiates an intense amount of heat. There's something else that's in heat. Oh, Kami-sama, he's burning up. And yet when I touch him, I'm the one holding my breath. His hand twitches as he gestures towards the wooden chest in the corner. Ah, so he's aware, and very much letting this happen. Your clothes are in there? He gives the smallest nod, head tilting, observing me. I move to the chest, sliding it open. Inside, a stack of folded robes identical in design. I grab one from the top and return. Alright, let's get you out of this, boss. No funny business. I'm doing this as a professional, a responsible adult. I kneel beside him, fingers brushing his shoulder as I pull this outer robe down slowly. The damp fabric clings before giving way. My palm accidentally grazes the curve of his back. Shimon inhales sharply. A tremor runs through his arm. Hold still, alright? Shimon exhales slowly now, then speaks with a low tone. You're very thorough, Kami-sama. My fingers reach just below his collarbone. Oh my god, my heart is about to perish, dude. My heart does something rather scandalous. This man is trembling, but still he has the gall to tease me like this. I swallow the urge to retort. There, that's better. You'll be back to grumbling at me in no time. I trace my thumb carefully along the edge of his sleeve. A light, pointless touch. I convince myself it's to adjust the fold. We both know it isn't. Sleep well, Shimon. Now that that's settled, this sad, exhausted excuse for a tiger clearly doesn't know how to take care of himself, let alone run an entire ryokan. I mean, look at him. Gorgeous, yes. Responsible, questionable. He's lucky I'm here, or maybe I'm the unlucky one. Depends on the lighting. This is my mission now. No guests, no staff, dust thick enough to grow mushrooms in, spirits loitering like they pay rent. Not on my tatami. Alright, this place is a mess. Let's fix that. Okay, we have a little bit of interaction now. I sharp dust cobwebs gunk. Whatever doesn't belong, it's getting evicted. This is still ryokan, gosh darn it, and it'll start arting one. The environment will change once you've cleaned everything. Let's keep finding and clearing every nook and cranny. Oh my god, I have not heard the term every nook and cranny since Ace Attorney Investigations. That was like years ago. The more I clean, the lighter the air will feel. Okay. Okay, let's start. Okay. Ah yes, our cobweb to the face. More haunted manner than ryokan, really. I think the windows are the only dazzling in this ryokan, and that's thanks to the suspicious yellow stains. Of course there'll be blood, because this inn didn't have enough horrific ambience already. A torn scroll. Either someone left in a hurry and accidentally torn it, or a fight broke this and it is the aftermath. This poor plant is trying to give its best, so the creepy scrawlies have got to go. A little light would be nice, preferably the non-ominous kind. You know, if you're going to lurk inside the cupboard, at least offer to help dust. Okay. We're missing one more. Someone is still waiting here, but for what or who? Oh. Room clean. Was that a spirit earlier? Okay. I mean, this is a dirty spot, no? A player of glowing eyes in dark room. Fantastic. That is exactly what I wanted today. It's just the wind, right? Right? That's so me. That's such a mood. Just no. Well, well, that's either caused by swamp gas or a creature lurking underneath the water. I don't want to deal with either. Nature reclaiming this place. I suppose I should reclaim it back. Where else should I press? Not exactly the soothing kind. Don't think about what caused it, just scrub it clean. Yee! We've cleaned all the rooms. I step back, surveying my work with no small amount of satisfaction. The dust gone. The cobwebs vanquished. The evil spirits are probably migrating somewhere else. Then I hear footsteps behind me. I turn just as Shimon enters and... Oh. No. Why is he handsome? He's always been handsome, dude. Open up your eyes. Why does he look like that after barely a nap? I don't think he's changed, but he's always been hot. His skin has color again. His shoulders look broader. His jawline is more defined, and I bet I can use it to slice mochi. Can sleeping for a little bit change his appearance so drastically? Is that even allowed? My gaze absolutely betrays me, and of course he notices. Ahem. I clear my thoughts so hard, I might have dislodged my spine and immediately throw my hands towards the freshly cleaned lobby. Well, well, look who's up and walking. What do you think? It is acceptable. Acceptable! I cleaned your cobwebs. I've exorcised the spirits in this place. And you're saying this is acceptable? It's not amazing? It's not great? Damn. Almost on my list of do not dates. Oh, I'm sorry. Did I mishear? Because it sounded like you just undersold my miracle work. Everything is still standing. This is an improvement. I gasp, hands to my chest like he just struck me with a mortal wound. Everything is still standing? After all I've done, this is the level of praise I get? Would you prefer a ceremony? A festival in your honor? A small compliment wouldn't hurt. I will see if the spirits can play instruments. Did he just joke back? Did my ears trick me? Admit it. You're impressed. You did well. Wait, say it again? No. Just one more, please, so I can cherish your compliment. I will say only this. It is nice to walk through a place that does not resemble an evil spirit's final resting place. Aha! Victory. I fold my arms triumphantly while he... Well, I can't tell what his expression is under that mask, but I know that he approves. Perhaps it is time. Time? To reopen, start gathering power again. Then let's do it! I step forward, tilting my head, watching me closely. I'll make this ryokan shine again. Boss, just you watch. We will see. No, we will succeed. And this time, he doesn't argue. The ryokan creaks as if exhaling for the first time in years. The dust may have settled, but the real chaos, it's only just beginning. Alright, so that was the demo. Creative direction and art by Marshmallow. Programming by Emelisa. Story by Azure X Twilight. Marketing and editor by Lely. Sound Free Sound Organization. And music by Mom Music. Alright, so that was the demo for OOKAMI OKAMI. I actually like this demo. I do like the personality of, I think her name is Akine. Akine is so me. We have very similar personalities, which I really enjoy. So I know I'm gonna enjoy playing this game. I like the background, like, as in, like, the plot setting. The plot setting is fairly simple. I think it's mostly going to be taken in one place throughout the entire game, which is the ryokan. But maybe we'll get to explore different sides of ryokan. I'm actually looking forward to see if we see other characters. Like, he did mention there were like 3 other fantastical beast spirits other than him. So I want to see, other than Shimon, I mean. So I want to see if we can get all 3. Shimon is my type of favorite, like, male lead character. He's a little shy. He looks like he could be mean, but he's a little shy and cute. We can see his face here, but we don't see his eyes. So I wonder if that's going to be revealed at some point. But yeah, I enjoyed this game. The gaming part, like the gameplay, is very minimal. But I do like the thought of dusting around the house and making it clean. I really hope that there will be more mechanics introduced in the game, in the full game later on. But I do like this. This is a very straightforward, very simple otome game. Very straightforward. You're getting into an otome game. I don't know how many routes they're gonna be. I don't think they told me how many routes they're gonna be, but there will be a few in every decision that I made, even though it doesn't look like it counts now, but it'll be counted out towards later at the end of like the full game. So yeah, this is OOKAMI OKAMI, which the title itself is a pun. So I believe OOKAMI is the fox spirit with the 2 O's, and then Okami means like the ryokan caretaker. So like you're basically the fox deity ryokan caretaker. Ryokan means like, you know, it's not a hot spring. I forgot. They translated it earlier, but I forgot what it was. But yeah, very straightforward. Looking forward to it. I've enjoyed a lot of Mushroom Mallow's games. So if Death and Theology had a more like intricate gameplay where you had to kind of like mix and match everything, this one is a little more straightforward, where you're just doing a little cleanup and it's more story driven and focused, as all visual novels would be. But this one I think aligns, the main heroine's personality aligns with my own, and the main lead also has is also kind of like my type. So I am looking forward to playing this once it comes out, like the full release. But yeah, I enjoyed this game's already. So if you guys enjoy or kind of just want to play, like want to feel for yourself, or if you want to make different choices, there's a reason why I didn't choose the different choices earlier, because I want you guys to try for yourself. The demo is still out. It's still going to be out for like the longest time. There hasn't been a release date yet for the full version, but if you guys want to try out the demo, it's in the link below in my description. If you want to try it out, it's on Steam. And you know, just mix and match the decisions that we'll make. I think this setting right now, I think this demo right now, at least the current build, it helps like make you engage into what the full game's settings are going to be like. And it has like it introduced like one mechanic that we're probably going to use throughout the entire story. So I'm looking forward to seeing other characters as well, other than Shimon and Akine. But I do like the dynamic between the two so far. I like the personalities of even each individual. Would I say like it's like super original? No, but it's like they're able to use like certain tropes in a very charming way, and I really do like it. I don't think like there were some lines that were bordering onto like breaking the fourth wall, but it was like it balanced out well, and I don't actually mind. It was very funny. I like it. They're a very cute couple. But yeah, I don't know what kind of routes there are or what kind of endings there are. Is there going to be bad endings, or are there going to be other characters that they can go for? I'm gonna assume from the cover, at least for now, Shimon is the only one you can go for, but who knows, you know, in the future. I don't know how many routes there are, but I enjoyed this game. I enjoyed this game, and this game is light. I did not break upon me playing it, which I think is already a miracle unto itself. And I'm actually looking forward to the full release. So again, thank you so much, Mushroom Mallow, for like reaching out to me personally via email to, you know, to try out this game demo. Again, this is part of a showcase, a visual novel showcase, so you can check it out on their Twitter, their Instagram, their Blue Sky, their TikTok. You can try out their other games as well. Like I said, they also made Death and Theology if you're more into like Dark Academia mystery games. If you like Ace Attorney, they have that. So yeah, and again, this is an Indonesian game. It is also led by I believe it's a fully woman-led Indonesian development team, which checks, you know, two of my favorite groups that I want to support. Again, one, Indonesian games, two woman-led team games, which I'm really happy to like hear about. So yeah, I'll end the stream here. I'm gonna go rest because I have the flu as well. I hope you guys have a great night, and again, thank you so much, Mushroom Mallow, for giving me the opportunity to review your demo, and I'm looking forward to the full release. Atsupai, thank you much everybody for coming. Fai, Kevin, and everybody who just came by but didn't chat. My little silent, calm, sleepy, stinky pies. Let's have a good rest. Bye bye.